Hello there, everybody. Today we're going to look at a totally crazy game. Well, it's just a study. I don't know if I've ever seen so many peace sacrifices in the same study, and we're talking from both sides here. This is just crazy. So, as you see, we are currently in Czech, so we have to move our king. Furthermore, our pawns are going upwards, so this pawn can be promoted to a queen very soon. And the same for black. This pawn can be promoted soon, and the same with this pawn. So, promotion is threatening everywhere. Black just want to save a draw here. White wants to win. And how do we start from here? So we have to move our king. Of course, there's no point in just sacrificing the rook here. We have to move our king, and we have four different squares to choose from. Let's start with the obviously wrong, because if we do something like this, black will play rook g1, and he will promote the next move. Not possible. So what if we continue up to h5? Well, black will play the same, rook g1, threatening to promote. We have this variation here, and we will look at it. White wants to sacrifice one rook in order to get the pawn, but in this case it's not good enough, because black will just play rook b2, and if we move, well, then it's going to be a promotion, and if we take here, well, we're just going to lose like this. So we cannot play king h5 either. So what about king g3? If black checks here, then he will lose his pawn. So black doesn't want to do that. Instead, he wants to sacrifice his rook like this. Rook g4, check. When we take, black can play rook g1, check, and get a new queen, which will win for black. So only one move left. White plays king h3. We want to stay clear of the g file, because we don't want to allow rook g1 check. All right, now for black, what's he doing? Well, he has to do something, because he cannot allow us to promote to a queen here, can he? But it's not that easy to stop, obviously. Let's look at this first. Rook b3 check. Now we go here. We looked at this. What about just trying to get a draw, something like this for black? Well, it's not good enough, because now we have this fabulous variation where we sacrifice. We can play rook c2, he goes back, and then we can just play rook f2. Cover this. Yes, we're rook down, but he cannot stop the a pawn to promote. Probably cannot stop the b pawn either. So this will be an easy win for white. Okay, let's go back and see now. So he cannot play rook b3. What if black plays rook g1 after all? Of course, he's threatening to promote here, so we have to take this. And then he tries with a rook to g4. In the other variation, we checked with when the rook was on g3. But this really doesn't matter. It's going to be the same. It's a check, king b3, and we can play king f2. Even if it has his rook here, it doesn't matter, because we are threatening here, and we're going to win this with just promoting. Okay, so now black has to do something else, and he has to do this fantastic sacrifice. It's not only white that can sacrifice, black can do the same. Rook h4. We have to take, of course, otherwise he will just move his rook and promote. So, and now we've seen this again. He cannot play rook g1 because of the sacrifices, and we take the pawn, and then we promote. But black has something else here. He can play rook b1, And now I think you should pause the video again and see how everything looks after this. How does white win after rook b1? Go ahead. All right, here we go. The idea is that black wants to put his rook on b2. So we have to play rook a2, and we cannot play rook c2. We have to sacrifice the a rook and then get a check, and then rook b2. And now the point is we cannot take on b2 because he will promote before us and cover the h file, and we cannot, of course, sacrifice our last rook because he will just take and then take our pawn. So we have to play rook c1. And that's why we have to use the a rook from the beginning and not the c, because we don't want to have a rook on a1. Because after rook b1, we have something else. We cannot take here again. We can go back with a check and it will be a draw. But we want to win this. So how does white win from here? Can you see it? Yes, it's another sacrifice. We just want to stop this pawn. So let's sacrifice a rook on h1. Obviously black has to take in order to do anything. We will promote to a queen. And we are threatening the queen here with a fork. So he has to move either the rook or the king. Let's move rook g1. Threaten this. Give a check. King b2. And now black is threatening here. We have no more checks without losing our queen. How are we winning this as white? Want to pause the video again? Go ahead. Here it comes. Okay. It's another beautiful sacrifice. Queen h1. Just amazing. Again, black has to take. And we only have one pawn left, but this is actually winning. Look at this. Black cannot stop this promotion. Let's say he goes back. Queen. And then we will take the pawn. Okay, so he cannot really do that. He cannot allow us. So he has to move his king. And we get a queen. But he cannot move his rook. He cannot get a check unless he plays g5. That doesn't bother us. We just move to h5 with our king. And this is actually winning for white. Whatever he does, let's say he moved to d1, he has to move something and just get rid of his pawn. Otherwise, we will go with the queen to g3 and then g2. We take here, maybe something like this. I don't know. And we will end up with a queen versus a rook, which is a win. That's a pretty easy win. Not very easy, but pretty easy. If you don't know how to win with a queen versus a rook, check the video description. I will link to a video I made on how to win with queen versus rook. I have missed a lot of lines in this study probably, but it's so complex. I covered the main lines. If you want to examine more, please go ahead and look for yourself. But this is winning for white with all these sacrifices. It's a beautiful study, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. See you later, everybody. Remember to press like on the video and make a comment. What do you think about it? And I'll see you later. Bye bye.